This is Between Hook Sets. I'm Chasen Walter from In Through the Outdoors with my partner in slime, Kurt Underhill from the Fishing Crew.
What is going on, dude?
Not much. Hang on. I got a notification. Oh, hey, we're on live. Check that out. Awesome. All right. Well, that's good to know. Yeah. So honestly, I kind of missed, we were busy last Wednesday night. I'm not going to kid you. Hadn't seen my kid or my mom for about 3 months, and I'd never been away from them. So it was, and my brother was there with the sister-in-law. So that was fabulous. But now I see you've got a different background because you're in Arkansas. I'm
in the shores of Bull Shoals Lake at the Gaston. What's this place called? Gaston's Lodge.
Oh, okay. Gaston's Lodge. I was going to say that's a pretty nice room for a gas station.
I'm at Gaston's.
Oh, oh, sweet. Is that a walleye then even?
Nope. It's a trout.
Oh, okay. Well, honestly,
Bull Shoals is known for big walleyes, dude. Bull Shoals has big walleyes in it.
Yes, exactly. Well, from this far away, it looked like a walleye there for a second.
Yeah. So down here for the Vexus Round-Up.
Yeah. So explain what that is, because we're all kind of wondering.
So the Vexus Round-Up, basically, a bunch of dealers, ambassadors, vendors are all here. So basically, we get to see the new products coming out for 2026. You'll see some stuff on social media tomorrow. The rumor we heard at the Classic is true. Okay. There's a new boat from Vexus coming. They're debuting it tomorrow.
This is all I could find on social media today. That is it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Besides this.
Yeah.
And this.
Oh yeah.
Splain. You got some splaining to do there.
Well, she had to have a jacket made to go to our wedding. It said Mrs. Underhill. And I didn't see it until she wore it there. And I was like, what the heck? So I had to do the.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. That's fabulous. I think that's.
No. So, they had the Cajun welcome dinner tonight. We just got done with that. Hush puppies and catfish and all kinds of goodness. You probably could have eaten nothing. Maybe the corn.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so far, I've ran into Tom Wynn.
Okay.
And John Cox, Sheldon Meitinger. I don't know who. I mean, a bunch of guys. Just got done talking with some guys from Washington to Ohio. So, yeah. So, basically, tomorrow we got plant tours in the morning. And then the unveiling and then a few meetings and stuff like that. So, got to see one other thing, new product out today. We got to go on the water this afternoon and drive the DVX 22.
Okay.
Sherry made me shut down at 61 miles an hour. She wouldn't let me go any faster.
Yeah. Oh, Sherry, hello. We're trying for 70 here. Yeah, you can't shut that down at 61. I mean,
well, I told her I wouldn't go fast unless she was okay with it, and we're going along, and she was perfectly fine. I just kind of rolled the throttle a little further, and all of a sudden she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Sorry."
So, do you think could you got 67 out of it?
Oh, I had a lot of room left.
You had a lot left on a 400, or was it a 450?
400. Yep, 400. The 400. So, yeah, got to see that. Got to see their new bass boat with the 300 or 400 on it.
400 on it.
Yeah, bass boat had a 300R. 300R. Sweet little like flat bottom hybrid V bottom little. I'm calling it a duck boat.
Okay.
Pretty sweet little rig.
So really like a John boat kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a hybrid V bottom, flat bottom.
So how long did you say it was?
That one was 18 foot.
Oh, okay. So it's just
the one they had there had a 115. Their other one that's a 7. There's an 18.9 and an 18 footer. The 18 footer has a 75 horse on the back of it.
Oh, so flat bottom. It's own cruise.
Yeah. So a bunch of different bass boats. Got to see all the aluminum boats. They just had the DVX 22 in the water. Got to take that for a ride, and then tomorrow we got to go see what we heard at the Classic. It's true. The 23-footer is here.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my question to you then: who's going to be the first on Lake Oahe with the biggest Vexus boat?
Yeah, good question.
Prognostication, huh?
What's
Who do
that?
you think? What's your prognostication? Who's the first one on Oahe with the big boat?
All I know is George was late getting to dinner because he had to take the boys from Bismarck to the factory to look at it. So,
so Sheldon is
maybe Sheldon
be the first one on the Missouri with it then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense.
It's rated for a 500.
Okay. Speaking of 70 miles an hour plus.
Yeah. Pretty
Although,
quick.
a 23-foot boat, I don't know what extra weight you get there, but the way Vexus builds their boats, that extra foot probably doesn't add a whole lot of weight to it total.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Probably it's a whole foot of a boat. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so David Chapman said he will be the first on Lake Oahe with the 23-foot boat. He messaged me. It didn't pop up, did it? He must not have commented here, but nonetheless. So David's going to go out and spend some money. What's the price tag on it?
I was told there is no price tag yet. They haven't priced it. It's that new. It has not been in the water.
It has, so just south of 200.
I don't
You think? I mean, if you're going to take a swing in the dark, what the
all
heck?
I know is George told us tonight that the 500 horse is $8,000 more than the 425.
Okay.
That's the closest, because I kind of pinned at it and there was nothing. So, but yeah, there's some vendors here. Lowrance is here, Garmin's here, Hummingbird's here. Eric Brandwright is not here, which is weird. You should be here with me, Eric.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Hi, Eric. How you doing? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
So it's gonna be cool. Saw a new product, cannot talk about it. They wouldn't even let us take a picture of it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
There's some new stuff coming in the electronics world. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So if we were to guess, I don't know, because I don't see Garmin releasing anything, and between Humminbird and Lowrance, I couldn't pick, because somebody's gonna up their game by one. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And you said that's tomorrow.
The dealer, we were told today, the dealer releases tomorrow. Public release comes in January.
Oh, so we've got to wait. Well, y'all have to wait out there, because we're gonna find out tomorrow.
We might have some picture. We might snag a picture tomorrow when they got the display set up.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. We're nothing special, although you did get the Vexus invite from George Little to come down. And to be fair, you did ask if I wanted to come with you. And honestly, I love work so much, I'm here all day and all night. But at this point, it's just we're not set up to just all of a sudden, well, can Chasen take a few days off of work? Where I was before in Brookings, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I wouldn't even ask, because I know they'd say goodbye. See when you come back. But here's a little different story, which is fine. And honestly, I'm starting to get a little bored with everything, right? With all the stuff on Facebook. I didn't go to any ice fishing shows because I was a little bored with them last year. I'm just, when is something big going to happen? Trappa, what's up? Yeah, I suppose, Iowa's got the cold weather now. It's supposed to be cold. And
we didn't run out of snow until after Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, really? You had to go that far south?
Yeah, we still had snow on the ground in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. So is it bad of me to say that I'm getting a little bored with the whole fishing thing? And maybe because hard water season's coming, it'll change a little bit. But fishing's has been tough, right?
we've had a weird fall, right? I mean, a couple of years ago, last couple of years, we just see big one after big one after big one. And
they moved.
There were a few good ones caught this year. I mean, nothing near the state record. I mean, it's pretty bad when we're saying there's a few good ones when we're talking about guys catching 12 to 14 pounders. Right. I mean, we're pretty spoiled in that aspect. I was talking to this guy from the Columbia River tonight, and he's like, yeah, they're going, we're catching 12 pounders. I go, is that it? And he goes, huh? And I said, well, the Columbia River, man, that's known for giants. Like,
right. It has been for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I've talked to quite a few people who have said about the same thing, that just walleye fishing in general, up and down the river from Mobridge all the way down, Akaska included, it's just not been that great. Now, I know there are other guys who have figured some things out and have actually had a nice fall. They okay, nothing to super brag on, and they're really not sharing anything. So it's really hit or miss, and I'm bored by it. I am almost asleep bored by the fact that nothing's happening.
Yeah, I mean, deer season's been weird. I mean, everything is kind of just in that weird phase. We went from one weekend in the 50s, 60s to a blizzard, in a week's time, so I don't know. I'm pretty excited to get on frozen water. Had a good conversation with something that is going to be coming. Something else I found out tonight is going to be coming for hard water.
You mean this? That?
That last week when you weren't on, I told Tom.
You did show it. Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, I got to shout out to Tom for stepping in for you last week.
Tom, good job. Great job.
That was pretty good. Excellent. Of Tom to hop on with me, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know what? You guys had a blast, and I knew, Tom's a natural at it, so I knew it'd just be a piece of cake for him to jump in and do the deal. We reached out to Nick in case you weren't able to go tonight. Never heard back from Nick Harrington. So, we'd have really gotten into the weeds if Nick would have been on the program, because we'd have had a lot to talk about. We probably would have talked a lot about Lake Sharp, and that would have been okay, because really I wouldn't mind getting into some serious late fall fishing conversation. I mean, really just right down to the brass tacks, bare nuts, whatever of it. And you
got to be twitching because you didn't get your October bite, your fall eye bite.
So, and really, and you want to know what really pissed me off, Mother Nature. So I had everything loaded up in the back of my pickup because I'm going back to Brookings, and the weather is accommodating to the point where I'm going to have open water, and I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 nights of casting money badgers in the money spot. And what happens the day I leave? Cold, and that morning froze up, and I found that nope, skimmed over, leave your crap at home.
Well, I think we had a conversation like the day before we found out it was going to freeze over, that you said, I got to get my money badgers loaded. And I think my exact comment was, when are they not loaded?
Well, that's just, they were loaded. I was going to take them out because I wasn't going to bring them with, because I thought we weren't going to be, or I wasn't going to be able to fish. And so that was, hence that's the comment. No, they are still in the back of my pickup right now, because I'm going to try to figure out how to ice fish on them. I'm surprised
you don't have one in your pocket.
Well, I do, but the hook is stuck in there and I can't get it out. So I'm sitting gingerly, and I don't. Oh, hey, yeah. You know what? Let's talk about that. Yeah, I don't dare stand up, or it might hook me in the leg. So fall brawl bite way better than October, November bite. Yeah. Okay. So you see, and here's the thing. I'm sorry. Maybe I was just too busy with radio and Mobridge, but I didn't even really see much for big fish or much for pictures in the fall brawl.
Yeah, right? From the Lake Erie fall brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see many. I saw some decent 10-pounders.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but
I'd be really interested to know what won the fall. What's going to win the fall brawl?
It ends in December what?
I don't follow it that close to
they
know.
shorten it up. Remember now they shorten it up. The season's shorter. It's or maybe it's done. I bet I'm not going to be able to look it up.
Well, I know I can't. Sherry's outside holding rabbit ears up so I get enough service to come to you right now.
That's ridiculous. That's about as bad as I have a coat hanger for an antenna now on my pickup. Well, I mean, I went through the car wash and it ripped my antenna off, so I put another one back on, and then the second day it ripped it right off the base, and I don't have any threads. Somebody was catching walleye.
Says your guys' fall brawl in September on Oahe was a way better bite than the October and November. Yeah, I would have.
I agree.
Yeah, sorry, Colin. I thought you were talking about out of Lake Erie because, like I said, I didn't see anything out there that was, overly impressive with big fish. Usually you see them every day coming from there,
right?
And it just. Hey, it's okay. It's transition year, whatever it is, and they're still there. I mean, we're still catching good fish. Trapper, I am in Arkansas right now. Yes, I am.
You bet. He's in Arkansas. So it ended November 30th. That's why I thought it was like the 1st of December or so. So yeah, it used to go into December, but for safety's sake, they were asked to shorten the season. So it ended November 30th. And here again, see, now it went by quick. And I don't, here's the deal. When I say that I'm bored with it, I'm not trying to be negative. Okay,
11:59 on it.
I knew there was an 11.59, but I didn't know if something came bigger than that, David. Thank you. But I'm just saying that I'm bored with all of it. And it just kind of bums me out because I really didn't even hear any great conversation coming off the ice shows. Now, St. Paul, granddaddy of them all, is
this weekend.
And I still am not. I could probably leave here at noon on Friday. I don't know how far Minneapolis is from Mobridge. I'm guessing I added another 200 miles, maybe 150 miles. I don't know.
It's about 7 hours from Pier.
Yeah, see, I'm just not in the mood for the big long trips anymore. That whole excitement of driving 1,000 miles everywhere I go to get somewhere to be a part of it just kind of left me because I started to get bored by it. And I'm sorry that I'm being honest. And I don't mean it in a bad way, like I'm ready to give it all up because I'm so bored. There's just a things have become lackluster. Am I wrong? Well, yeah, I am getting old. You can see it. It shows. But no, old guys should be able to have fun ice fishing or walleye fishing or whatever. I mean,
I can't wait for ice fishing, man. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, I got a little more hunting to do.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be ice fishing season.
Yeah, I honestly, I was because of the rotten weather that we had Thanksgiving weekend, I came back 3 days early, and I didn't bring my ice house back, which I don't know that I'm going to need it anyway, but I was going to bring it, but with the roads, having almost killed myself on the way with you on the phone.
Talking to you. Dude, that was the most calm, cool, collected spin out. I didn't even know what went on. We were talking about something, and you however you freaked out was literally like I thought you were freaking out to what I said.
Oh, right.
You didn't freak out like you're like, oh, F that. Oh no. And I'm like, huh? They're like, I almost died. I'm like, you were so calm, freaking out.
All I could see in my head was had I touched the steering wheel, had I touched the brake or the throttle or the gas pedal, I guess, anything to change my momentum, and it would have been, I would have rolled down the highway, and it would have been ugly. Uncle Lou, how do you do? Yeah, Trapper, you know what? Honestly, I am very excited for the whole ice fishing season,
Oh, I'm jacked. I'm 100% jacked. And I just I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to go tour all the factories for Vexus. That's going to be so much fun. We might have to do abrupt live streamed at some point tomorrow.
You better.
Yeah, we might have to we're going to have all our gear with, so we might have to do a sit down and take a look at some stuff. I mean, we got an agenda. It's out in the truck, but we got plant tours and all kinds of stuff. So,
well, and you've got Tom and Sheldon there, and I think the
come on, Uncle
too.
Lou, ice is for fishing, buddy.
Ice is for fishing.
Yeah, Tom, Sheldon, John Cox. I'm sure Seth Fighter will be here at some point.
Oh, Wally Marshall's there too. Mr. Crappy,
Mr. Crappy's here. Yeah, so bunch of people. There's a bunch of people down here. I think George told me 200 different people here this week.
Wow, a lot of Southerners though, probably, right? There's a ton more.
I'm gonna talk to guys from Lake Erie. Talk to guys from
Wisconsin.
Minnesota. Talk to Minnesota. Was Washington State.
Really?
Sean Graham's.
John.
Did I miss?
Vexus days. Oh yeah. So Sean, you're not down there with Tom?
No. The legendary world famous co-angler is not here.
Yeah. What? Oh, by the way, hey, let me pop. We're talking Tom. So let me see what this is first. All right. So Tom's going to do the NPAA thing again this year. So and then we got I won't hear this. I always will pop this up because I thought maybe Tom would come on with you a little bit there, but the whole THU community thing, that is what a cool deal. I mean,
I was groundbreaking. Try to bring somebody, but I was super nervous on what kind of internet speed I got, and now I'm really regretting that I don't have somebody sitting in here with me
because it's actually working pretty good. I mean, Sherry's doing great.
I figured I'd get on here and I'd be like this, frozen.
Yeah. Yeah,
I figured that's
a long time doing that. So let me pop this up. This is cool. Can we read this? Oh, it's hard. Waylon Steffen, Gunnar Neto, Gracie Pazur, Riley McKinney, and this is what you could see up there, the 2025 Walleye Classic Top 10 Kent Kramer Youth Awards. So
it's really cool watching with the Walleye Classic. They've been posting stuff every week like that, just different stats. And, I know we're working on for later this year in the wintertime, we're going to have
Bills?
No, we're going to have the Missouri River update again.
Yeah. Okay.
Been working with Nick to get that done. We're going to talk about the new RAS system. I try to get a guy on for that and then have, an update on. I told Nick I'd like to do Oahe, Sharp, down the river and get into eastern South Dakota as well. Bring some of the biologists on. So,
yeah, I think things are going to change. We're in that weird, awkward spot, right? Where who is there to really sit down and talk to and get down to the nitty gritty on things? And I know that because of the holidays. I don't want to say things have been weak for us or lacking in excitement, but it is kind of a downtime. We are limping through a few weeks here, but I think we're going to have some great conversation getting into the winter here.
Oh, I can't wait for getting into the winter, getting into the start of tournament season, stuff like that. Get all that going. Been working hard behind the scenes. Going to release the dates here very soon for all the tournaments. Just know the Gov Cup's third weekend in July, Cedar Shores the second weekend of April, Sharp Showdown's the third weekend or the last weekend in April. Got a couple other things I'm waiting on to get the okay and waiting on a few things to get back to release the full schedule. But full schedule coming very soon for the fishing crew.
Okay.
And
time out. Give the details for the Gov Cup coming up because you've got a date. It looks like you locked up. You got a date.
No,
right?
I'm here.
Okay, all right. So go through the whole deal. Third week of July, but make sure people know when they can get ready.
Dates.
Okay.
Governor's Cup will be July 18th and 19th. Rules meeting on the 17th.
Okay. But then to get
registration starts at midnight on New Year's Eve. So as soon as the ball drops, the fishing crew goes live.
So be at your computer at 11:55, ready to go.
Yes, every year, New Year's Eve. Just remember, it took 9 days to fill the Gov Cup last year.
Yep, and that's 200. So
200 teams.
And the reason I say that is because I started getting I got messages and texts and different things. So
yes,
Rhett Russell. So if we need to do the East River conversation. We really need to talk about Ponset, Thompson, Flippin' Curt.
I will make sure I tell them that, Chris.
Yeah. I can't believe that the Target Walleye guys aren't down there.
We are not in Flippin' yet. We are in right outside of Bull Shoals, Arkansas, which is like 10 minutes.
Through Flippin', don't you?
And we haven't went through Flippin' yet. Nope. We came from the north. I found out today when I was talking to Jim from JK Marine that when we left Springfield, I took the fastest route on the GPS. He says always pick option 3.
Oh, yeah, you got to go through Screw You before you get to Flippin', right?
No. You take the longest route to go through Branson because literally we're driving down the interstate and it says turn off on Highway X.
Oh,
so I turn off on Highway X and I'm in a neighborhood.
Yeah, you don't want to end up in Branson ever because I don't care if you're on green, red, or yellow. You're going to be sitting there waiting.
So, anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm going down this residential street. And next thing I know, the shoulder is about that wide. There's like white line and then it drops off. The road is super narrow and the speed limit is 55. I don't think my truck's all over 40. If you can drive 55 on that road, you're in a freaking sports car because there's no way any vehicle can do 55 miles an hour down that highway. It is this road.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going through the Ozarks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is supposed to be here, but he's got St. Paul. Yeah, 100%. Yes, Bull Shoals is one heck of a walleye. Like we went out to the marina tonight and floating bait shop, convenience store. Sherry bought some fish soap.
Ooh. Oh, fish soap.
She said she Googled it and knew there's fish soap.
Oh, I was going to say, just what I want is soap that smells like fish.
Yeah, well, it looks like fish. But
okay, looks like fish.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and there was some there's some beautiful walleye mounts in that bait shop on the lake there. So
I bet. Oh, hey, I saw this today and like, I think I like that.
The fish armor, huh?
Fish armor shuttle. It looks like it's molded plastic or molded something. I want to see one in person. I kind of like it. Hey, what you drinking there? Oh, really? You're all the way down in Arkansas and you're drinking a freaking Busch Light?
What am I supposed to drink?
I don't know, something better than Busch Light. I mean,
there was Coors Light, Busch Light.
You went to Buc-ee's for Pete's sake. You couldn't find something better at Buc-ee's?
Well, this was at the dinner that I left to come here.
Okay, so it was a free beer. Okay.
Yeah, see, Graham's knows the road I took. It's a pretty cool road if you're not in a hurry. Yeah, it is a cool drive. I mean,
funny.
We literally look over, Sherry goes, look, they got a deer hanging. And it's just hanging in a yard with a chain around his neck and half a tarp on it.
Are you kidding me? Tongue hanging out?
Yeah. I don't know. I never saw the head.
That's funny. That's actually really, really funny. So yeah, I don't know what else is there. See, here's the thing. Okay, hang on.
They are nice. He has one of those for his scope.
Really?
I'm fairly disappointed we didn't get you to spend more money tonight.
Yeah, well, we're not done. I guess he's already got one. So, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Here's an idea for you.
Yeah, there you go.
3 foot, 500. Spend some bucks. Let me see what happens if I do this. Oh, it doesn't matter. StreamYard's got the new vertical or landscape thing. Yeah, sometimes I'm a little confused by that, but yeah. So, I'm really waiting for something to happen. Let's look into 2026. What's going to be the big thing in 2026?
In what aspect do you ask that? I guess.
I don't know. I mean, we've got the big ice tournaments coming up, right? January 17th here in Mobridge.
Yep.
And then January 31st at Devil's Lake, January 31st in Brainerd. So there's your three big ones
first
right
weekend
there.
in February in Pierre.
First weekend in February in Pierre. So, yeah, I it's not like I wasn't expecting a state record walleye this fall. Were you?
No. And I know Keith would be very happy that we say we didn't expect it.
Well, yeah, Keith wants to hang on to that. Well, here's the deal. It doesn't if Keith's going to always have a record walleye, right? No matter what happens. And yes, it's fun to be on top all the time, but I truly think 18 pounds is going to be hard, right?
100%.
If this fall was any indication, it was a good summer. Lake Oahe gave up a ton of 10, 12, 13, 14, and I think a few 16s. There's some guys that caught them that didn't say much. It was like,
that lake's giving up tons of good fish. And yeah. I was talking to Nick the other night, and he said they're all fish from the 2008 year class.
Yeah, I was doing the math on that because I had decided to do some stuff that Mark Finsel did with us during Between Hook Sets for In Through the Outdoors. And I went back to it. I'm like, son of a gun. It's all, when you do the math, you go back to 2008, it all makes sense. And it's amazing. But think about that now. 2008 to 2025.
Yeah.
Think about the age on those fish.
Yeah. So they're, the average, they figure an average walleye lives about 15 years.
Yeah. Yep.
So them fish are at their peak.
And that's why I say, so what if we're catching them all? Who gives a damn? They're all going to die down 100%. There anyway. So let's catch them.
Here's the benefit. Here's another good thing to think about is the lake has been low.
Yeah.
There's vegetation growing up.
And if it
rises and they don't dump it in the spring, we're going to have another 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that do us anything this year?
No, but it will 13 years from now.
It'll do it 3 years from now.
3 years from now, yeah, right.
And you got to remember in 2012, 2013, they went to a 8-9 fish limit.
Yep. Was okay. So here. Okay, let's talk about this. So we're going to have if that all happens again, it's not going to be the perfect storm, but it may replicate itself in the fact that we've got the numbers, right? But we're not going to have the forage base that we had that made Aaron Shuck's 16-pounder or Keith Pazur's almost 18-pounder.
Yes.
Okay. What do we got here? New Berkeley baits going to be Stunna and new spinnerless death jig. Oh. Looking thing. There you go. That's my language. I like that. Yeah.
So we got another comment coming. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is going to take us down a rabbit hole. What Sean?
Good. I want to go down a rabbit hole. I'm looking for that. Like I told you, I'm bored. Let's go.
He says, all right, guys, 2026 is head-to-head going to take over the NWT if you have the time. I honestly, I don't know where to go on that, Sean. I feel the catch, measure, release is not going to be the answer. People want to see fish at the stand, at the weigh-in. They want to see that. Now, we know all the drama with NWT. We 100% know it. It's not anything at all that's been hidden. Guys are not happy with it. Fans are not happy with it. Don't really think the industry's that happy with it. I don't know. I don't think I don't think head-to-head's gonna take it over. I don't think the catch measure release is gonna take off. Yes, would it be awesome to come to Lake Oahe and put up your scorecard with 100 pounds of fish a day? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think a slot limit tournament, let's just take it to Lake Oahe, a slot limit tournament is part of the game, is a part of the tournament you're in. It's no different than if you're allowing them to catch 10 fish or 5 fish or 2 fish. It's all how you fish that thing. It's all strategy that goes into it. Do you think that I don't even want to use the Vikings because they're terrible. Do you think the Steelers lined up against the Vikings last weekend the same way they line up against the Bears?
No.
The same way they line up against the Jets? No. They play each team differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than tournaments. So if we have a slot limit tournament, if we have a restricted tournament, or whatever it is, it's all in how you go fish that tournament. That's all the defense you're playing, or the offense, or however you want to look at it. It's all the game you're playing at each different stop. So yeah, it would be awesome to have a Lake Erie style tournament in Pier where we bring in 5 overs. We'd put up some weight. Look at if Bo Schilling could have brought 5. I don't know if he could have, but let's just say no slot limit on the Gov Cup, and he brought in 6 overs a day. That could have been 100 pounds to win.
Well, I know another guy that can do it because I've seen him do it numerous times. So I mean, it would happen. The 100-pound thing would happen.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it
would, right? But that's not the body of water. That's not the game we're playing. No.
And I think at this point, we need to find out, is head-to-head going to win the fans over? Because we're looking at 2 different things, right? We're looking at the anglers, and then we're looking at the fans. Yeah, right. Okay, there, Trapper. There you go. That was so. If here's my thing. If the fans, okay, so I as a fan, if I watch and I'm super excited and I'm pumped, and I can't wait for the next one, and that's the way it goes, it's going to help build that tournament. Well, it depends then on how well the National Walleye Tour does, because they're not representing themselves to the fans like the fans want it to be, right?
Let's be honest. If they don't make a management change, it's not going to be any better.
Right.
They're not going to change anything. They've had 3 years and they haven't done a thing, right? They continue to
sorry, but now do we understand why maybe Chip left?
Oh, 100. I wouldn't say that's all it, but yeah, it's a lot of factors that come into it. Of you have 2 customers running tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can vouch for this after helping us for a few years. We have 2 customers. We have the anglers and we have the fans. And putting on a show, a product for both of them is not always easy.
No.
It's not always easy, because you got to take care of the anglers because that's what they're doing, but you also got to make sure you're taking care of the fans at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it takes more people and on a shoestring budget, because
even if you had $1 million budget, let's look at NWT. I don't know what their budget is.
I don't have a clue,
but they got a lot bigger budget than us.
Mm-hmm.
they don't take care of their fans, and they're not taking care of their anglers.
Yep.
Head-to-head's going to come out, and maybe they take care of their anglers, but I can already tell you by catch, measure, release, they're not taking care of their fans. And I made a comment to somebody, and I think it was, Tom Wynn. That year, him and Drew Schutz won the championship out in Alpena.
Yep.
I said, I didn't need to see your fish. I didn't need to see them. All I needed to see was that basket coming out of that water. And I was so excited. It got me pumped up because that was I could see them in the plastic red crate that you had a freaking bag. Full. I had the excitement. I knew what you needed to win. I knew everything. And you brought it up and I went, he did it before it hit the scale. Just by looking at that basket. Right. So people saying, oh, I agree. We want to see the fish. People want to see the fish held up. They want to see that. Do you think that same excitement's going to come when you can watch it on an app all day long on what people are catching?
Boring Bassmasters got with the fantasy fishing.
But I mean, even that, they still estimate their weight.
Right.
And how many times is somebody not reporting to Bass Track or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And so you kind of got an idea where people are going to be, but you never know. And I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. If catch, photo, release was the answer, Bassmasters would be doing it. Now, I know Bassmasters is not perfect. And I'm not going to say they are, because they have plenty of flaws if you follow that side of the world. They would do it. I mean, everybody they came out with MLF where they have a marshal in the boat and everybody's going to get more airtime and leave Bassmasters, come here. We're going to have more anglers and more airtime. What they do this year, they're cutting to 50 guys next year.
Boring. I don't know. Maybe it won't be, I'm literally cutting it in half. Okay. So struggling.
You're in the air. I feel like catch, measure, releasing. And my other thing with it is 2 20-inch walleyes don't always weigh the same. Now, granted, go back, you can use the same argument I did with the slot limit tournament. You're all in the same playing field. Right? I mean, you're all in the same playing field. No different. A 20-inch fish weighs 3 pounds or whatever their conversion is.
And from lake to lake, for me, we'll go back to last fall, my fall eye season, October, November. I absolutely, if I were fishing a tournament and took the last 5 fish that I caught, I would have been screwed royally because I had 4 10-pound walleye that never measured over 28 inches long.
Yeah.
But the girth was 17 to 20 inches. Phenomenal, right? So you factor all that in. Okay, what do we have from Trapper here?
The other issue is entry fees, $2,000 per tournament for NWT, $3,000 per tournament for head-to-head, plus the travel, food, lodging. If somebody's a fish both, if they don't have a sponsor, they're roughly $40,000 out of pocket.
That's big bucks, man. Yeah, Trapper, that's real words right there. That's true. I mean, it's all well and good and exciting and fun, but it's got to pay back because there isn't enough fame out there for enough people to survive on the fandom and fame alone.
Oh, me and Sherry and Tom Wynn were talking about tonight, and I'll say it. We had the same conversation on this podcast. If walleye guys start talking about what they're doing, will grow the sport and be truthful.
Mm-hmm. It will help a lot.
And be truthful.
Yeah.
You're not promoting a younger generation to come in by saying that you're only throwing a jig and wrap. when you caught all your fish on a finisher.
Right.
Or you caught them on a jig and crawler, or you're pulling cranks. Start being open. Start being honest.
You mean like this?
100%.
Yeah. You want to talk about a dude that gets it, right? And you think about the, and this is the thing that, because I've some people are like, okay, so what's that mean? Who cares? Are you shitting me? What's it mean? Who cares? You have a chance to learn it from a champion who 5 years became a 2-time champion, winning seconds and thirds, right? I mean, the guy is a success story. Okay. And now he's out there. Yes, you're going to pay him some money, but you're going to pay him a whole heck of a lot less than you're going to spend out doing it on your own for 5 years. Yeah, right, Sean. Yeah, no doubt. Tom is an amazing dude, and the things that he'll do for people. Yes, this is a way for him to make money in this world. That's what we're all looking for. But he's giving back in the fact that he's going to teach all of us how to be better in a shorter time. And to me, it's gold.
I said to him tonight, I said, the difference is, Tom, he goes, what did he say? 5 years ago, he goes, I was the guy in the corner that was scared to walk up and talk to KVD or Chase Parsons or whoever. And he goes, now I'm them. Like, we were standing there and 4 or 5 guys walked up to him and shook his hand and asked him how he was doing. It's nuts. And we started talking about it, and I said, because you're approachable and you'll talk to somebody. And I said, you've been there and you're not looking over your shoulder or looking over their shoulder, looking for a way out of the conversation. You'll sit there and talk to somebody for an hour. And he goes, yeah. And I said, and trust me, I've been around this industry my entire life. And I've seen it. You're a guy that's approachable and you'll talk to somebody. It doesn't matter who they are. You'll have a conversation. So that's number one. Number two, you're honest. And even if said person becomes the guy that's approachable, that wants to be in that conversation and talk to him, I said, some of these old guys will never get the clout you have because you've been honest since day one. Now, if somebody else comes out and starts, spilling their guts, we're going to take them we're going to take it as a grain of salt, right? If so-and-so starts just telling you everything he's doing after he's been lying to us for 20 years, are you going to believe him? Yeah.
Yeah, his humility is crazy. Well, and so Sean, here's the other thing, Sean. Think about this. What was it, 4 years ago, 2021 at Cedar Shore in April. Sean and I are sitting at the bar, didn't know each other. Sean's the one that said hello to me first. He's there as a co-angler because he's living a dream, right? This is the first tournament of the year too. So Sean doesn't know anybody from nobody, same as me, and we're sitting there talking, and now Sean, look where you find yourself. You find Tom Wynn, one of your best friends, right? And a guy who has helped you out immensely. And it's amazing. You want to talk about a story, in a short period of time. And I guess it could go the same for Curt and I. We've gotten to know Tom so well, that it doesn't matter where we're at, we're always hanging with Tom, and Tom's hanging with us and Sean and whoever's around. And it's a fun little group of people. And so if you have a chance to do that through the THU community, the money is, I think it's $7.99 without any discounts or anything of that nature. That's pretty cheap. You think about what you spend on a guide for a weekend, and this is for the year, twice a month.
Yeah.
So,
and you think about this is like tonight, we got a comment we got to go back to on the tournament stuff from David. Haven't forgot about you. But we walked up, saw Tom Wynn. Started talking to him, and he BS me. He looks right at Sherry and goes, "I'm pretty sure last time we saw each other was a classic."
Right.
You know, right. He took his time to remember that the last time they saw each other was at the classic.
And he sees a lot of people, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's go back to David's comment. It's crazy that less than half of the entry fee money goes to the payout field. I think you're talking about head to head. I've done the math. We've had some meetings with some big anglers that want better payouts and better payouts. Got to be 100% payback. I did the math on head to head. It comes out at like 80% payback. It's exactly what we structure at. They're not 100% payout.
Got to make money.
It looks good, but at the end of the day, it's an 80-20, 80% payback. And I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't
disagree with that. Or fishing crew, whoever, you got to make money, right?
NWT, I haven't seen if they've changed payout structure, but you gotta take in the fact of a no entry fee championship and all that other stuff. So you gotta take that into account too. But no, I mean, they're all throwing a boat, right? Ranger, is throwing boats at the NWT because Bass Pro owns it.
Right.
And so they say they're 128% payback. Yeah, but they got a boat. And now you got to sell that boat. And now you got to pay taxes on that boat. And you got to pay capital gains on that boat. So they're still taking a cut out of your money.
Yep.
And now if you look at a Sean Graham side of the world as a co-angler that came in, they're really taking money from them to pay the pros.
Yeah, right. What's that? Is that $500? Is that what they're paying? 500
this last year. Sean probably
under this last year.
I think it was 600. They upped it, and their number of pros went down, or co's went down.
Yep. Right.
Trapper, he says he loves his Rangers. Sorry, Sean. It's because you have not been in a good Vexus yet, Trapper. We got to get you into Vexus.
And here's, God dang it, I haven't been in a Ranger that I like yet.
Running that DVX 22 tonight she was riding nice.
Yeah. So
Colin said $600 this last year.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. I remember they made that. I guess I had 600 in my head and thought I was wrong, but there was the change last year. So, well, healthy conversation.
It'll be a really interesting year. We saw a big release of AIM Next. Haven't heard nothing about that any more than the release. So I don't know if that's coming together yet or not.
Who's got the new, isn't there a new tournament series or is a new something? Is it Nebraska?
Nebraska, there are two circuits combined.
Is that what they combine
the two circuits, and they're coming into South Dakota for an event.
That's right.
They're coming to Pigstown.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
They reached out to me, and I mean, very good. They reached out to me, made sure we weren't overlapping on anything, asked me if I had any events that weekend because they're coming up here. They're trying to make a swing at it. And I told them years ago, you guys got to quit fighting you're fighting over 40 anglers.
Yeah. You told me that last year when I started doing that bump board.
Yeah.
Right. And you were talking about, because I was talking about putting Nebraska into it. They're at Sherman Reservoir on April 19th. And then Rod Marshall tournament is May 2nd and 3rd. Merritt Reservoir, May 30th, 31st. Francis Case, June 27th and 28th. Oh, they're there twice. They got the Kevin Murray in August, and then Lewis and Clark live weigh-in August 23rd. And then they're on MAC the October 24th and 25th for the big state tournament there. So, that makes me I want to follow that. I really want to see what they do for the fans there. Okay, what's this Montana Governor's Cup?
They went to catch photo release instead of the way boats. Yeah, I mean, I was here in rumors of that, and I don't know what's true, so I don't want to talk about much of that, but I was hearing there was rumors with the way boats, and that's why they were losing teams. I don't know. Brian Woodward runs a heck of a tournament. Tons of people in Wyoming, and they cannot bring their fish in. The state will not allow them to. So they run way boats on the water, and he has 150 boats a tournament. You know, it works for him. I get it. There's places that catch photo release work. I would do it as a very last ditch effort. You know, I know the one, I can't remember what lake in Nebraska, if it's Sherman or Merritt, that there's a weird slot on it. Like you can have like 1/26, and that's basically all you can have. Okay, fishery, it's fishing great. Lake is fishing awesome. But you're catching all the fish in the slot and you can't keep them. I get it. I kind of understand that. But to run a full circuit, you know, look at Bassmaster going to Lake Fork. They can't bring them fish in, so they do one event a year with a marshal on the boat. But they weigh them. They don't do measure.
They weigh them, yeah, right.
They weigh them on the boat. And with the scales we got today, why aren't we weighing them? Why are we laying them on a measuring stick?
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, that new bubble scale is dead accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, is it 100%? No. Does waves come into effect? Yes. A lot of things come into effect, but again, the Bassmasters, when they do it, they have a marshal in the boat. The anglers are not allowed to touch that scale. They can grab the hook to hook their fish on, and that is it. You know, and that's how it is. You got a marshal in the boat that oversees every aspect of it.
Yeah, I get it. You know, I guess, you know, for me, I want to be entertained. When I watch something, I want to love it. Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's maybe where I struggle, because we don't get practice time. We don't get a chance to set up and come up with all the next nuances, the next things we're going to do. Our practice is live. So we get like 5 times a year to practice and do it live. Now, the last 2 that we did, we learned a hell of a lot. And I'm guessing next year is going to be a whole different story for the fans. Right. So, you know, I'm excited for that, but you know, we're this big.
Yeah.
And could it become bigger? Could the fishing crew become bigger? Could it? Yeah, sure. But we're going to have to wait and see. You know, it's going to take a couple years if it's really going to explode. So I don't know. I'm excited for 2026 because I want to watch Bo and Chad fish. I'm very excited to see how that plays out.
I got a peanut gallery over here. It's really weird.
Oh, it's peanut gallery. Okay, thank God, because I thought you were saying I got a couch,
and I can feel like burn marks in the side of my head because she sat on the couch the whole time staring at me, and she won't come sit on camera.
Well, that's to here. Let's see. We can put her backside on camera.
Yeah, put her backside up.
There we go. Right there.
I've been busy holding up.
There. Oh, yeah. There you go. Holding the antenna. Sherry, see, we wanted to see you. There we go.
I have a job.
Excellent. Oh, that's
her debut on Between Hook Sets.
Yeah, that's good. You know, that works out just fine. So anyway, all right. You know what? It's almost an hour.
Hunter
wait a minute.
Is washed up. Oh, I don't know about that, Hunter.
I don't know about I tell you, that guy's got so much information in his head, and his kid is something else in his own. I'm very excited to see, you know, how they fish, how they work as a team, the whole 9 yards. I really am. Do I expect them to take the world by storm? I don't, because I don't want to put any expectation on anything other than I'm excited to watch them fish throughout the year. That's my excitement.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, Bo is absolute hammer. Let's not doubt that. Yeah. But Chad has years of experience.
I just didn't really understand the gravity of the knowledge, right? I mean, because I didn't know Chad that well. I really got to know him this year more than anything, and still didn't get that close to him. But I'm like, wow. So for that knowledge to come back into the National Walleye Tour, I think it's a big deal.
Chad has something a lot of guys don't, and this is my take on it, is he has the extensive years of knowledge, but he also has a young kid that's very, very good, prodding him and keeping him on the, I'm not saying he's as good on a scope. I'm not saying that, not saying Bo's better, not saying Chad's better, but Chad's got years and years of knowledge that he shared everything he possibly can share with Bo. I don't doubt that.
No doubt.
But there's stuff that they haven't had to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to spend a lot of time together.
Chad knows.
Yep.
And now Bo's pushing Chad to stay on top of things and be good.
Well, and here's the thing too, right? Chad's got the biggest pipes in the National Walleye Tour circuit in 2026. I'm just saying.
Well, Bo is a hammer, 100%. But
I know. But have you ever seen Chad in a tight t-shirt? I saw him in a tight t-shirt this summer. And I'm like, dude, you're ripped. I mean, he works out, man. I'm not kidding you. So anyway.
Yeah, we say that about Keith says check out those guns, 100%. That's why we always make him wear sweatshirts.
Keith's watching there. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean
we always make him
wear
wear sweatshirts because it gets a little scary when he's in a t-shirt. He's pretty swole.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, you think chickens have legs? You ought to see my arms. All right, then. I guess we'll wrap it there. You know what? We held it together, okay. So
I'm surprised I didn't glitch out. So
what the heck? All right, then.
Yeah, because Sherry held the antennas the right direction the whole time.
Yep. Sherry, thank you. Sean and Trapper and Chris and Keith and everybody that commented and was part of the show tonight. Thank you.
Trapper, I hope the Midwest bird control is going well for you.
Yeah.
I didn't see birds until I got to Sioux Falls on the way down.
Oh, they've been flying like crazy.
Yeah.
So, all right, then. Thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas to you. We'll chat next Wednesday.
See ya.
All right.